And where are we? We're in Detroit. Some people have written the city off as God-forsaken. But we know that the places the world calls God-forsaken is exactly where God is at work.
This is not a city attempting to transition into another city. It's just Detroit. It's churches and old buildings that lean like drunk lovers but still open every Sunday for worship. It's Coney Island hot dogs and Faygo pop on the days when you want to feel like you are the only one told a secret.
I question if the treasure in my chest is live enough for resurrection. Do I practice what I profess or just practice professing? When unexpectedly beckon to the midst of the wreckage, I'm asking to be uplifted with an authentic affection. We're broken, yes, but irresistibly, inextricably, inseparably connected. Alone and perfect, but together, we help mend back together the most perfect bridge.
Building bridges, breaking chains.
My favorite part of the gathering was the Kobo Center, where we had all the games and things to do, like you could donate blood, or you could participate in the Walk for Water and donate, and you could go and talk to colleges or play games, go zip lining. I think that was my favorite part.
Alive, loving our neighbors, and we love them in the name of our God. Compassion, not just words but action, rising from the ashes just like Lazarus from the casket. God is in the neighborhood, get it right, good. We got this assignment, no stopping, keep shining. No me, just us. Let's rise up together, let's together rise up. Then we'll rise too. And though we're crying, dying doesn't have the final, and neither does destruction. We keeping on believing in that Jesus resurrection. We practice it and get after it like mathematicians master it. It happens, the gavel of compassion, God has been dropping it. All rise for the call, healing for the nations and justice for us all. Hungry get to eat again, worried find their peace within. Everybody's gonna get a home and never have to wonder where they're gonna ever get to sleep again. J-E-S-U-S, blessed to blessed, fresh to death, seeking peace more and more, seeking war less and less. Resurrect these dry bitter bones that need it. Death has been defeated, watch them rise up like the phoenix. Unjust oppression.
You know, I stepped in a hole and I got 5 feet down.
Shelter for those with no home.
It was very fun. And it was very fun. I got more cuts than him.
I like to help people out, and look, I got cuts all over the place.
Yeah, I think you do. Yeah, look at that.
There's love for those who feel alone.
On top pretty good too.
But yeah, that was your favorite part. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome for those on the outside.
It feels really nice to see everyone like come in for it.
Oh yeah, so let's go. We had a like the past this week.
All those down and out.
How about
You gave your life to make a change. You welcomed all to your table. You're calling us to do the same. I want my life to make a difference.
Favorite part of the trip was seeing all the kids enjoy their experience and experience new things and meet new friends and just really get caught up in the spirit of everything. And I loved Kissing Boo Boos the other day too, truth be told.
Outer inside, together we can make that change. With the few or many, with the light or not any, together we can make that change. I want my life to make a difference. I want my life to make a change. I want my life to do some good here. I want my life to make a change.
My favorite part of the trip was Skillet. My favorite part of the trip was seeing my wife rediscover her youth as she was moving and grooving with the fake youth group. Amen.
And I forgot to mention that one of my most favoritist things about this week has been that I had so many opportunities for dancing.
Show us some of those dance moves.
Okay, that's it. I got nothing else.
My high was seeing all the 30,000 people in the Ford Field, just having a good time together, worshiping God and just having fun.
One night you came, you walked by, looked me straight in the eye. You stared
looks
over
good,
at
looks
the
good.
end and you started to dance, so baby I saw you. Yeah, baby I saw you.
All right, that's enough. Thank you very much. Welcome to the 2015 ELCA Youth Gathering.
Lions, they can eat my body, but they can't swallow my soul. No, no, no. Well, they keep on trying to crash my party, but they can't get control. No, 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 no way, baby. No way, baby.
People from every nation and tongue, from generation to generation, we worship you. Hallelujah, hallelujah, we worship you for who you are.
My faith in the impossible life of Christ encourages me that an end to hunger is not only possible, but doable. So this week, embrace the belief that it is possible to end poverty and hunger. Our hope is in the resurrection and a God of abundance. Hunger is not caused by scarcity. Hunger is caused by inequality, so let's get to work.
How can we be silent when we use violence as a means to deter people from being violent? How can we be silent as disciples in the face of all of the bad and sad news, all of the kinds of death, even on the streets in Detroit? But I'm here tonight to say that we can't afford to be silent. I mean, is there anybody here who wants to rise up? Here tonight we have 30,000 disciples.
The truth is, I need you to be leaders who make a difference. You are the church. You are the church who will help make our churches places where differences are embraced, not feared.
All my life, I think I've been asking one question. Why aren't we all around one table? Why is the world broken into pieces the way it is, with a few on the inside and the rest on the outside looking in? But there's something that happens at the table, in that moment when the bread cracks and breaks, and we catch a glimpse of the face of Jesus in someone we assumed all along was a stranger. In that moment, heaven and earth overlap, and God builds a bridge between the world as it is and the world as it should be. Come with your hands held open, reaching out for God's world as it breaks into ours and heaven and earth overlap.
No parent should ever have to bury their child. And no pastor is ever really ready to speak words of comfort in the midst of such tragedy. Oh, I preached his funeral. I tried to talk about hope and comfort and resurrection. But the truth is, I was in the valley of the shadow of death. I was in my grief. I think at best, all I did was preach what I needed to hear.
And I'll tell you something that for me, it doesn't cut it. I just believe that the gospel is more than just good news. Because tonight, if I told you that each and every one of you will go home with an iPad, that's good news. If I tell you today that your summer vacation is extended a few more months, that's good news, right? That's the thing. Paul says in Romans 1:16, I am not ashamed of the gospel, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone who has faith. Now here's the thing. That's not good. That's not just good news. It is power. And power from the original language in Greek means dynamite, which is dynamite. The gospel is dynamite. Now that for me is more like it.